What's going on? It's your boy Sermon at Sermon's Domain on Twitter. I really debated with myself if I wanted to discuss Eminem's new single off Revival titled Untouchable. The reasoning behind it is that whenever I talk about Eminem and it's not in a positive light, people are always quick to jump down your throat. It's one of the worst things about the internet. I created this channel with the hope that I can attract people that actually want to talk about hip hop. So I'll save people the time. If you are an Eminem stan and you are not willing to discuss Eminem's new record, and you're gonna be that person to quick to judge and say, you don't know Eminem, or your afro's not cool, you suck, your whole opinion. No, I wanna have a discussion. If you disagree with something that I say in this video, please point it out and tell me why you disagree. And let's have a dialogue. That is what this record is supposed to do. It's supposed to create a dialogue. So don't be that person. Be the person that actually wants to have a discussion. Otherwise, click out of this video right now. So to give you the rundown, Untouchable pretty much is a song that's divided into two parts. The first part is Eminem taking the stance of a white male in America who is, discussing and looking at the racial tensions that are brewing within our country. Then the beat switches, and I like this beat switch. The first part was cool, had a little bit of rock in it, a cool Cheech and Chong sample in the hook. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then the beat switches to something a lot better. In my opinion, it sounds just so much more fitting for the song than the rock stuff. But I get the rock stuff is supposed to be on the side of the white people, and that makes sense. But the second half is where I really enjoy it. And this is where Eminem takes the perspective of a black male who is just giving his side of things. It sounds like a good use of Eminem's huge platform, right? Unfortunately, I just felt like the idea is good, but the execution is poor. I don't know if Eminem is the right person to be making a song like this. Actually, let me rephrase that. I don't know if Eminem and his skill set is able to pull off a song like this. I will never say that somebody can't write about what they want to write about, but Eminem writing about this subject matter, it just seems like it's a good use of the platform, but I don't feel like the record is all the way there. I also wonder if this song is not even made with me in mind. Eminem has a huge white fan base who a lot of them probably supported Trump and or hate black people. So I look at it like Eminem is trying to educate those listeners. Now, I don't know how much of an effect that's going to have, mainly because I don't feel like that execution is there. I get the song, I hear the lyrics, I hear it all, and I can give props for trying to tackle this subject. But in my opinion, it's I'm listening and I'm thinking, okay, if I was someone who supports Trump or hates black people, am I going to really change how I look? Is this the type of record that's going to be damn, this was eye-opening? And I keep bringing up Trump, but I'm thinking, the more I think about it, he's a factor in it, but Trump is not really a big part of this record. It's more like an underlying theme that, since he stepped in office, some things have happened where, the racial tension continues to build under his jurisdiction. But he's not really a big part of that, so scratch Trump. I won't mention Trump anymore in this song, but the fact of the matter is Eminem tried to do this idea, and I commend him for it. I think one of the biggest issues about Untouchable is that it lacks emotion. I think the songs that really help you change and help you understand has emotion to it. Now, that's nobody's fault per se. I think it's just the fact that Eminem is a multi-millionaire and he's white, so he's never really experienced some of these issues before. He's been able to see them. You can turn on the TV or go online and you can see these issues. You can even talk to people. But the fact of the matter is, I always feel like it's harder for somebody who hasn't been in those shoes or hasn't experienced it to particularly write something that brings out the emotion in you. It's a good use of Eminem's platform, but you look at some of the stuff that Ems wrote in the past, and you can hear like the passion. Whenever he was talking about his daughter, you can hear the passion because he has a daughter. Or when he was really mad at his ex and really wanted to, like, murder her, you can hear him really tap into an unspoken level of emotion that you can't, like, otherwise. I would never say that Eminem can't make a song like this, because he can. But I do wonder what the impact of Untouchable is to his fan base. Not the people that are going to listen to the record one time and say, oh, this is trash, I hate this. Like, this is a record that is a little more complicated than just one listen. Like, you can understand the concept on one listen. You can get a couple lines off of one listen. But to really absorb what Eminem's saying, you have to listen multiple times. Those are the people that I'm wondering what they'll walk away from this song with. Like, is this going to have the impact that Eminem believes it could? So I'm on the fence about this record. On one hand, I appreciate the message, and there's little things, the beat, the Cheech and Chong sample, that I like about it. But then there's also, the execution. I didn't feel like, for me, that it was pulled off in a manner that makes me want to listen to this record more. And it also has me questioning what type of impact this record will have. So now I want to open up the floor to everyone watching. I want to hear from you. I know I'm going to attract Eminem fans who are going to disagree with what I've said in this video. Well, let's talk about it. I want to hear from your perspective, from your view. What do you think about this record? Do you feel like this is a record that can be powerful and help change people's perspectives? And if you disagree with me saying that, like, the idea is good but the execution is poor, I want to know, what about the execution of this song made you feel like it was a great record? So those are just a few thoughts and plenty of questions that I have about Eminem's newest single, Untouchable. His album Revival will be out next Friday, December 15th. So I'll have a full review for that when it drops. Afterwards, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, share the video, follow me on Twitter at SermonsDomain, and as always, thank you for your time. I appreciate you for watching, and until next time, peace.